All right, you already know how this goes. This is all secondhand. If you coming for me, you better come for them first, cause they the ones with the money. I don't have nothing. It's just my opinion, and that's what it is. So let's begin.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm a fan. 10, 10, 10, 10.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Give me a second here. Okay. Hey Terry, how you doing? We about to get into some stuff today. All right. Before I begin, you know how I do.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello.
And
Hi.
all right. So we gonna hold on. Give me a second here. Can somebody tell me why? Hey Terry. Can somebody tell me exactly why this dude is blonde? I don't understand, but we gonna look at this. Let's check it.
And then the smoke got me.
So Black Twitter is destroying Lil Wayne over his new album, The Carter 4. No, I'm sorry, The Carter 6. Okay, so you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. Somebody was so upset with it that they literally put on their live, rest in peace, Lil Wayne. And I jumped my ass online trying to figure out what the hell did this dude finally die of. Because I honestly feel like he's got a lot of stuff going on in his body, and I'm not sure if it knows what it's doing. But I digress. Lil Wayne released his highly anticipated album, The Carter 6, on June 6th. Dude, that's creepy, dude. But instead of being celebrated, the project was met with widespread disappointment and harsh criticism from fans and commentators alike. Many listeners expressed that the album fell far below expectations, labeling it as a low point in Lil Wayne's discography, and criticizing his production overall quality and impact on his legacy. The Carter 6 was released on Friday, the 6th of June. Oh boy. Little Wayne has been compromised. He's been compromised for a long time. Let's see here. Where was I? It had been a long awaited project, significant buzz leading up to its debut. The interest in the album intensified after Lil Wayne was controversially not selected to perform at the 2025 Super Bowl. I'm not even going to try to count how many that was, with many expecting the event to fuel his creative fire. You do realize his brain has been fried for a while now, right? That look is not just that's not just, the green. That's a whole lot of other shit right there. He actually kind of favors the muskrat. That look in his eye, I'm just saying. Anyways, let's see. Interest in the album intensified, blah, blah, blah. I already said that, with many expecting the event to view, blah, blah, blah. The album comprises 19 songs, features guest appearances from artists such as 2 Chainz. When the hell was 2 Chainz' last album? Damn, I ain't heard his name in a while. And Kodak Black, who, good grief, I'm not sure if that's a bonus, and runs just over an hour. That's all? Just an hour? Reactions on social media and online platforms were overwhelmingly negative, with many fans expressing frustration and disappointment. Some fans stated that listening to the album was a waste of time, with comments suggesting they hope never to hear the music played again. Damn! Criticism included harsh remarks about the production quality, which was described as atrocious, and questions about how the album was even allowed to be released. Several users voiced that the album tarnished Lil Wayne's legacy, describing it as the worst among. Hold on, I hate this thing right here. I can't wait until I get a job and I can pay for this. Anyways, where was I? Several users voiced that the album tarnished his legacy, describing it as the worst among the Carter series and an album unfit of his name. Fans expressed feeling let down by the artist once again, despite their loyalty and high expectations. I tell you one, the Carter 4 wasn't that bad at all. Some commenters refrained from replaying the album to avoid further damn. How the hell do you get extra disappointed by doing it again? Damn. Despite their admiration for Lil Wayne as an artist, media personalities like Scotty Beam, for real? Okay, publicly expressed disbelief and disappointment following the release. Lil Wayne has not yet responded to the backlash publicly, though there is speculation about how the sensitive artist might handle the widespread criticism. How you gonna get mad at everybody if everybody telling you they don't like it, huh? I mean, I can understand if a few people, but if everybody says they hate it, how you gonna hate on everybody? I'm just saying, I don't get it. Yeah, that's how I feel. I don't get it. I'm so confused. But anyways, let me bring this down here. So here I am. I'm rocking my braids still, and it's getting warm. And you know what I did last summer. So don't be surprised if you see me running around in bikinis and two pieces this summer. Cause honestly, I'm not burning for y'all. I'm just saying, I'm hot as hell. And it's only, ooh, Lord have mercy. A few minutes ago it was 70, now it's 69 degrees. I don't get it. But anyways, let's move on to this commercial here. If you like what I'm doing, or if you have some suggestions that maybe I can improve on my show, come on and let me know in the comments. Hey, there goes Joker. All right, Joker. She a little early. I'm shocked. That girl be scaring me sometimes. She's like a stealthy shinobi. Anyways, I'm about to do my little commercial. If you got any comments, suggestions, or if you just want to support me, subscribe. You see my little Cash App thing. I don't talk about it that much, but hey, I wouldn't deny a coffee from now and then. But anyways, what I really want you to do is subscribe and share it on your social media so I can get my numbers up. And I can reach out and tell y'all to wake the hell up if you're sleeping. Anyways, check out my commercial. I'll be right back.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. See, this is why I need people to be here when I start, because I done already gone off on this shit right here. I had turned it down because if I keep my microphone on, you're going to hear echo when I do pre-recorded stuff. But let's talk about this, because I've said it so many times. Has anybody ever had a situation where you know, you want to you want to get a job and they tell you you're not qualified, and you tried to do everything you were supposed to and you still didn't get hired, and you ate it because you're not qualified. Don't you ever let that stop you this time, cuz man, I feel like a bot. This shit is ridiculous. RFK Jr. and 14 other picks, unprepared, unfit for their government jobs. That's what it is. So, Trump's cabinet and advisory choice include individuals with limited or questionable expertise relevant to their roles. Dr. Oz, newly appointed as CMS administrator, transitions from TV to overseeing Medicare and Medicaid with a controversial statement about proving that recipients matter. Dude, ain't you on TV trying to sell somebody some miracle oils and shit? Ugh. Does he really have a degree in is he really a doctor? I need to know this. Anyways, Tulsi Gabbard, nominated as Director of National Intelligence, lacks a strong intelligence background and shifted from Democrat to supporter of Trump. Even Trump is unqualified. Yeah, did you hear he fell again on the damn stairs? You know, for somebody who be worried about his damn image, he certainly is not in touch with the world. Lord. Anyways, Paul Ingracia, nominated to the head office of special counsel, has minimal legal experience and a history as far-right podcast host. Isn't that dude that kind of looked like a bald ape? I don't know. I think that is. No, that's that dude in FBI I'm thinking about. Anyways, FEMA Chief David Richardson admitted ignorance about hurricane season and offended everybody near the Gulf of Mexico, damn it, and anyone who's lived in Louisiana, Florida, Alabama, freaking Texas. Damn it, even now I freak out in June. That's what he gets for clowning Biden when he fell. I think he hit his face. I hope he did. Orange lives don't matter. That's all I'm going to tell you. Anyways, Secretary of Defense, the drunk, Pete Hegseth, faced backlash over Signalgate. I have Signal on my phone now. That's how easy it is. I could probably get into his group. Allegations of substance, you know what he did, and accusations of doing stuff to his family that's not right. Anyways, fell on Muskrat, who's not even American. I've been told y'all, get his ass out of here, please. Like, deport him. But nobody want to listen to me. I've been wanted that asshole deported. I just feel like if you put a strong enough fan on his face, his lips will just flap in the wind. He looked like a frog. Anyways, Felon Muskrat, though no longer officially in government, served as Doge overseeing large-scale dismissals of government workers without political experience. Look, damn it, I think we really need to recount the votes. This time, I think we need to go back and recount them fucking votes. This was stolen, damn it. Russell Voigt, I don't even like your last name. Nomination sparked widespread backlash due to his far-right policy writings and views. AKA, there's 3 repeating letters that he's probably a part of. RFK Wormhead was appointed as Secretary of Health and Human Services and has already told us don't take health advice from him. How does that work? Steve Bannon wants Muskrat deported also. I wanted it first. Bastard. Always trying to copy people. Let's see. And y'all can predate this. Go through my damn I think I've asked to get him deported almost every Wednesday, Sunday since these bastards. You can go into the past that I have actually this year. I've said it many a times. Him and his baby daddy need to be deported. Nasty bastards. Anyways, many nominees are selected based primarily on loyalty to Trump rather than the expertise such as Linda McMahon, who doesn't even know the difference between A1, which is a steak sauce that I really like to use and haven't used in a long time, and AI. Jackass. You know, I mean, I think we all had the discussion of what's the difference, why the hell are there 2 different eyes? You got the one eye without the top and the bottom, and then you got the eye with the top and the bottom. They're intersectional, but I thought everybody kind of accepted that by the time they were 20. This crazy ass half talking about A1. A1 is going to help schools. You're an idiot. How the hell are you in charge of freaking education and you're a fucking idiot? Many nominees are okay, I said her. Howard Lutnick, billionaire from The Apprentice. What the fuck? Pam Bondi, who looks like an alien, okay? Everybody talks about Rihanna's forehead. No. Have y'all actually looked at Pam Bondi's face? It's like she has a boulder on top of her eyes. That heifer is definitely at least 15% Neanderthal. It's a big ass hard forehead. I feel like if she like headbutted you, you down for the count. That's it. That's the end. You are gone. She has actually unalived you with that big ass forehead. Ooh, it looks like it hurts. I just looking at it make me feel like if I hit her with my bat, it would be dented. Am I overdoing it? Cause honestly, that's really how I feel. Let's see here now. John Rat. Anybody who has rat in their name does not need to be nowhere near. Did you see the title? Did you see the title of tonight's broadcast? Yes, this is the ugliest circus I've ever seen as well. But yeah, nobody who has rat in their name, no offense to people with rat in their name, but I really would prefer you not to be anywhere near my government. I really just don't like people with rat in their name. And also because I think that Stephen Miller would try to eat you, literally, because he looks like a human snake. So John Ratcliffe, previously Director of National Intelligence, was reinstated under Trump's despite scandals. Y'all just don't learn. I swear, everybody went to jail the last time he was president. And then Kash Patel, the cockeyed Indian dude that can't even sit in a chair right, and does not know the job he's doing. He's a lawyer. Why is he in charge of... I can't believe he's a lawyer. First of all, that shocked the shit out of me. I did not know he was a lawyer. I literally thought he was just a conspiracy theorist who made a book. I didn't. I just clicked perfect. That's perfect title. Exactly. I'm telling you, the circus need to go, though. Get the hell out of town, please. Mr. Kash Patel, go away. Shit. He give me a headache every time he comes on the screen. People who look like they looking behind you, that hurts my head. I don't know why, because I'm trying to focus, but your eyes aren't focused and my eyes aren't focused. Oh, I'm getting a headache now just thinking about it. Anyways, several nominees lack experience in their specific fields, such as Paul Ingracia and Russell Voigt. David Richardson's appointment to FEMA was criticized due to his lack of disaster management experience. Fallon Muskrat's role as head of douchebag was controversial given his business background and no political credentials. I'm telling you, we need to recount that shit. The overarching theme is that many picks are motivated by loyalty and political allegiance, rather than qualifications or experience, raising concerns about the effectiveness and credibility of leadership within key government agencies. The trend reflects an administration heavily influenced by loyalty, wealth, and political alignment over expertise or traditional merit. Look, I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. America, we are not smart. A long way from being smart. I thought this country was smart, but when y'all motherfuckers did that shit on November 5th, first of all, I couldn't figure it out. How come a dude that's been convicted 34 times, how come he's allowed to run for office? Did you not hear him? Because, he wasn't joking half of the shit he was saying, right? And now this bastard... Okay, don't forget, y'all, June 14th, post a picture of Obama, please. Post as many pictures of Obama, your profile as Obama. I don't give a shit. All right, Joker, just make sure you post a picture of Obama, please. On the 14th, because this motherfucker get on my goddamn nerves, bastard. Anyways, we ain't done, because, he just likes to piss people off. Oh, and if you didn't hear, he got blocked. You remember when I said that he was getting rid of Job Corps? Well, guess what? The courts have decided to block that. So for now, Job Corps still exists. dirty bastard. How you gonna get rid of Job Corps? I'm telling you, he's trying to gut the country. So Trump administration asked Supreme Court to leave mass layoffs at the education department in place. From what I've heard, they denied him, but this was reported on the 7th. So I was watching a news thing earlier, and I believe it's been denied. But let's check out what he was trying to do. It's just the fact that these people literally are saying this without feeling any pity, any disgust, anything at all. I don't get it. The Trump administration is appealing the U.S. Supreme Court to uphold mass layoffs at the Education Department. We need more education, and this asshole's trying to dismantle it. I thought the whole thing was we were trying to get up there with China and Japan when it comes to like intelligence. Everybody was talking about how smart these kids were, and India up there too. And now we down again. Great. So the Trump administration is appealing the U.S. Supreme Court to uphold mass layoffs at the Education Department, which was ordered by a federal judge. The administration argues that the layoffs, part of a broader effort to dismantle the department, are legally justified to streamline operations, while opponents contend that these actions hinder the department's responsibilities and violate legal procedures. Good, because a lot of disenfranchisement need yes, a lot of young people. I'm not about to struggle here. Anyways, let's see. The Trump administration requested the Supreme Court to pause a court order mandating the reinstatement of 1,400 Education Department employees. That's 1,400 lives. That's 1,400 families. Okay, that's even, actually it's not 1,400 lives, it's 1,400 families. So can you imagine, this bastard is literally trying to get rid of 14, I'll never understand it. This move is part of an effort to continue dismantling the department, which was initiated by Felon Trump's directives. He's not my president, so y'all can kiss my ass about that one. I did not vote for him. The emergency appeal claims that the U.S. District Judge Myung Jong exceeded his authority when he issued a preliminary injunction reversing the layoffs. A federal appeals court refused to halt the judge's order pending appeal. The case involves two consolidated lawsuits, one filed by Massachusetts school districts and education groups, and another by 21 Democratic attorneys general. Good grief. You got gangs of people coming after y'all. And by the way, I just heard that the DOJ used to say they were 99% victorious in court. They are now 99% failed. That is ridiculous. 96% of the cases the DOJ is now trying to defend and keep going have failed. That is some bullshit. And people still sitting up there voting for this asshole. I can't believe this shit. Make it make sense, please. Please make it make sense, because if you don't, I think my brain might blow. Come on, goddamn it. My damn thing done messed up. You touch these things the wrong way and they always fuck up. Alright, anyways, let's see here now. So, let's see. The lawsuit alleged that the layoffs will impair the agency's ability to fulfill congressional mandates, including supporting special education, distributing financial aid, and enforcing civil rights. The layoffs targeted employees who have been on paid leave since March. None have been allowed to return to work due to the court order. The judge's order prevents the full termination of employees, but prevents their return to work without it. They were scheduled to be laid off by Monday. That's so fucked up. The Education Department is assessing how to reintegrate affected employees and is seeking information about their new employment statuses. Put them back the way they were, you jackass. What else is there? President Trump has made shutting down the Education Department a priority, although he recognizes only Congress can abolish it. An order from March directed the secretary to wind down the department to the maximum extent, with plans to transfer functions elsewhere, such as student loans to the Small Business Administration or disability programs to HHS. Oh, Lord, he really is trying to unalive all of us. He really is. though these have yet to materialize. Drumpf alleges the department has been taken over by liberals and has failed in its core mission. Yes, it has failed because people have actually learned enough, but not enough to apparently learn from their mistakes. God dang it! They failed us when they created you, you jackass. Damn it! I can't stand that man. Anyways, return to Drumpf alleges the department has been taken over by liberals and failed its core mission, promising to return education to the states, which critics note is redundant since K through 12 oversight is primarily state and local. Dumbass. The administration's budget proposes a 15% cut, including a $4.5 billion reduction in K through 12 funding, aiming to downsize the agency further. The Justice Department, represented by Solicitor General D. John Sawyer, argues that Judge Jong overstepped authority by issuing the injunction, as the layoffs are aligned with the administration's policy goals. To make us dumber? Oh, Lord. So really what y'all are is MADA. Make America dumb again. That's what it is. You're MADA now. Thank you. That's great. Wonderful. The Justice Department, overstepped authority by issuing an injunction. Whatever. The Supreme Court's earlier 5-4 decision in April blocked a similar order involving teacher training grants, indicating that court's cautious approach in intervening. The administration contends the layoffs are legal and necessary to streamline the department by reducing discretionary functions, which it believes are better managed by the states. Okay, none of y'all actually understand the government at all, do you? Fuckers. The education department is working to reintegrate employees and communicating with them about their employment situations. The broader effort to shut down or significantly reduce the department's scope remains controversial, with opponents arguing that it undermines essential functions and legal responsibilities. I'm so sick of these people, I promise you. Why the hell is it that we have idiots like this running around and they have all this power? I will never understand this. Oh my gosh, this has to be a curse. We were born in a cursed world. This has to be it. Nothing else makes sense. God dang it, they irritate the shit out of me. Whoo, let me take a breath. Whoo.
I am atomic.
Oh, I'm about to blow up. I'm so sick of this shit. Anyways, here we go again. Give me strength.
Emotional content.
Everything we know about the possibility of Elon Muskrat being deported by Drumpf. So Elon Muskrat is so the asshole basically is currently facing calls for deportation from prominent figures like Steve Bannon, due to allegations that he may have improperly obtained U.S. citizens. Dude was illegal for years. I've been told y'all to deport this asshole before this shit even started. Ugh. These claims are based on reports suggesting Musk worked illegally in the U.S. before becoming a citizen, leading to debates about the legality of his naturalization. This dude got naturalized? Why? And immigration status, although no official deportation actions are underway. He was born in Pretoria, South Africa in 1971, moved to Canada in 1989, then to the U.S. in 1992 to attend the University of Pennsylvania. He became naturalized in the U.S. In 2002. Damn it. This little dirty slime bastard. And working in the country for several years. Reports suggest Muskrat previously worked illegally in the U.S. by establishing a company while on a student visa in 1995. I think everyone knew that already. Despite not being enrolled in college at that time, allegations indicate that Muskrat used a J-1 student visa to enter the U.S. but worked on a startup without the proper work authorization. Steve Bannon, former White House chief strategist for Trump, publicly called for Muskrat to be deported, claiming he was illegal and suggesting a formal investigation into his immigration status. Let's call a buck, okay? He need to go. Drumpf need to go, cause hey, his parents were illegal too, okay? Their asses needed to be deported too. And while we at it, a few of them Kennedys could take their ass to Ireland too. Like the one with the worm in his head? Shit, his family don't even want him here. Moving on though. Bannon emphasized the desire to deport South Africans first and urged the Drumpf administration to start proceedings based on his belief that Muskrat unlawfully entered or worked in the U.S. Well, shit, you got a bunch of fat motherfuckers now talking about their farmers and they're not. I'm not sure what you gonna do, because I know damn well I'm not working on a farm. Fuck that. President Joe Biden earlier referenced Muskrat's alleged illegal work in the U.S., implying that Musk's citizenship might have been procured illegally if the allegations are true. So my whole thing is, why the hell didn't y'all get rid of Merrick Garland in the first place and get someone who actually did their job? Because none of this shit should have happened in the first place. This motherfucker should have been in jail before he even got his hands on the damn Constitution the last time. I'm just saying. The law states that the citizenship obtained through naturalization can be revoked if it was procured by concealment or misrepresentation. Legal expert Amanda Frost noted that Muskrat violated visa terms and did not disclose this during his naturalization process, his citizenship could be at risk of revocation. Y'all should have figured that out before he even got sworn in or even considered for naturalization. Stephen Yale Lord, an immigration law professor, indicated that if Muskrat did work illegally and failed to admit it, his naturalization might be considered illegitimate under U.S. law. Despite allegations, there is no evidence that Drumpf administration is actively seeking to deport Muskrat at this time. Experts suggest that if all allegations of illegal work are proven, legal grounds could exist for denaturalization of Muskrat's citizenship. Y'all should have been done that. All you're doing is showing how incompetent you are and how we cannot trust you. This is really, really fucked up. I wish this country actually wasn't a fucking corporation and an actual country, because, yeah, this shit is not cool. Now, before y'all say anything, I didn't make this title up. Don't come for me, don't report me, because I didn't do this. I know a lot about Photoshop and shit, but I didn't do this. You can actually go to the website and find this story. Okay? You can type the title and this story will pop up. So don't come for me. I'm just saying, when you see the title, don't get mad at me.
Emotional content.
Male tears or real fears. Supreme Court rules for straight woman in job discrimination suit. I told you, don't come for me. Okay, so the Supreme Court has unanimously ruled in favor of Marlene Ames, a straight woman who claims she faced discrimination after being passed over for promotion at the Ohio Department of Youth Services in favor of gay colleagues. The decision emphasizes that employment discrimination law under Title VII does not require a higher standard of proof for majority group plaintiffs. Challenging the notion of reverse discrimination, this ruling could pave the way for increased lawsuits by members of majority groups claiming systemic bias amid ongoing debates. Oh God, in other words, more malaise, freaking asshole, mediocrity can fight back. In other words, your scrape the barrel motherfuckers can fight back, because people are actually seeing these people as more detrimental to their company, so now they can go and sue, because now people actually expect you to do your job and do it actually well. Sounds interesting. I believe that's what we've been supposed to been taught our whole lives. Anyways, let's see here now. The Supreme Court's decision was a unanimous and or authored by Ketanji Brown Jackson. I don't know what to say about that. The court rejected the legal standard that required members of the majority to meet a heightened burden of proof in discrimination case under Title VII. This ruling affirms that equal protection rights do not vary based on whether the plaintiff is from a historically marginalized group or not. It marks a significant shift, reinstating a standard where all plaintiffs have equal footing regardless of their social group status. Well, that's fine if we all had that in the beginning, but we don't. Anyways, the decision is a setback for arguments that certain groups enjoy systemic advantages, highlighting the discrimination law is about ensuring equal legal processes. Ames has worked since 2004 with Ohio Department of Youth Services, leading initiatives against prison rape. She claimed she was denied promotion in 2019 in favor of a lesbian colleague that had with less experience and was subsequently demoted. My question is, how was her work though? Was it better than yours? I'm just saying. I understand seniority, but at the same time, is she doing her job and are you doing your job? I'm just curious. Let's see. The department and officials argued that her rejection was based on performance issues, including being described as difficult to work with and lacking leadership qualities. Honestly, I don't want to follow somebody that's been there for years but still don't know shit. I really don't, okay? Court filings from the employer contested Ames' claims of anti-hetero bias, citing her workplace conduct as the real issue. Y'all just need to go ahead and get a damn video camera for these things. The case raises complex questions about whether her claims stem from actual bias or personal performance concerns. The ruling arrives amid national debates and backlash against diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Just say DEI. Critics claim DEI efforts favor marginalized groups at the expense of majority groups like white, straight, and men. The decision may encourage more lawsuits from majority group members alleging reverse discrimination. Conservative figures, including Justice Clarence Thomas, suggest the ruling would lead to more litigation challenging perceived systemic advantages for minority groups. Okay, then, I don't know what else to tell y'all other than just fucking wipe the thing blank. Get rid of everybody's name, get rid of everybody's address, their hobbies, their religion, and just put the fucking experience they have. And then when you have, just make everybody a fucking number, okay? Is that what you want? Because that's what's going to happen. Because so far y'all fucked up the game in the beginning, all right? And people are just trying to catch up. And you have an issue with us finally getting almost neck and neck. Shit, some of us still ain't neck and neck. Shit. Anyways. There's an ongoing debate about the fairness and effectiveness of DEI initiatives and workplace policies. The case will return to lower courts for further proceedings, possibly leading to a full trial. Legal scholars warn this ruling could open floodgates for more majority group lawsuits, questioning the assumptions behind reverse discrimination claims. The decision underscores that discrimination law is about ensuring fairness in legal procedures, not providing advantage treatment based on identity. It symbolizes a shift towards the recognizing claims of discrimination regardless of social group status, but also sparks fears of increased litigation and cultural polarization. The case invites reflection on whether Ames was truly discriminated against, seeking a legal avenue for personal grievance. It emphasizes the blurred line between genuine discrimination and perceived victimization in a divided cultural climate. Look, if they actually have proof, then that's your ass, heifer. You're just very difficult to work with, and I promise you, you won't have much of a team if people can't work with you. That's for sure, because I'd rather quit than work for you at that point. And let's see, the ruling signifies a broader move towards equal footing in employment law, but also signals possible new conflicts over who qualifies as a victim of discrimination. As I said earlier, I did an affirmation, and I talked about change. And people have to understand change hurts sometimes. Change is uncomfortable, but you gotta go through it if you want to stay ahead with everybody else. I don't know what else to tell you. Seriously. Now, this next story is really fucked up. I had to go and rearrange it because it was in the wrong spot, but I believe it's the last fucked up story, and we about to talk about a lot of stupid games and stupid prizes after this. So check this story out. I promise you, it's gonna make you just be like, "What?" I promise it. I promise. Here you go.
Emotional content.
Family seeking justice after infant's remains found in a cremator's home. Not in his building, not in his office, in his home. That's gross. So a Maryland couple is pursuing justice after discovering that their infant's remains were misplaced with their son's ashes initially provided, but later revealed to be the wrong remains. And ultimately, their deceased 2-year-old son's rotting body was found in the crematorium's owner's home. The fuck? It wasn't even cremated? That's just sacrilege. The incident has led to criminal investigation, facility closure, and a $10 million lawsuit against the crematorium owners. Yeah, that's gross. It's just really, really gross. Chris Parham and LaQuanda Brown lost their 2-month-old son in August due to suffocation after rolling over in his sleep. The couple believed they received their son's ashes in October from Heaven Bound Crematorium in White Plains, Maryland. They later learned their son had never been cremated and received the wrong ashes in February through a police notification. In May, they received a new set of their son's ashes. It was found that the remains of the I wish they'd make up their mind. It's a 2-year-old son had been rotting in his funeral clothes in the home of the crematorium owners Rosa Turner and Brandon Williams. Y'all didn't smell that? Ugh. The remains were discovered in the owner's residence, but how they ended up there remains unclear. The previous mix-up involved the wrong set of ashes being given to the parents. Whose ashes were given? Oh my goodness, that poor family. Whose ashes did they get? Whoo! The incident prompted a criminal investigation into the crematorium's practices. The Maryland State Police had previously inspected the facility, finding improperly stored body bags, body parts, and leaking bodily fluids. Oh, I bet it stank in there. The crematory and funeral home have since been closed. The case highlights severe negligence and misconduct at the crematorium, raising concerns about proper body handling and cremation procedures. I wonder if that's ICE coming to get me. I hope not, because I really don't need no more grief. Just saying. And that's it for that. Guess what time it is now? Y'all know what time it is. It's time to talk about the stupid games that people play and the stupid prizes they get for that shit. God dang jackasses. But here we go. Give me just a moment. Get back up there. I need to do my hotkeys. I got so much stuff in my head. I don't know what to do first.
I don't want the second, I want this. I'm all in my head, swear I'm a wreck. I've been moving like a hot mess.
Give me a second. I'm trying to get this thing to get bigger. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, there it goes. There goes the script too. Okay, Musk says his money elected Trump. And where would things stand if Kamala Harris was instead? I don't know. Because a long time ago I said it and I meant it. I got tired of America always being Captain Save-A-Hole. We got to be in every war. It has absolutely nothing to do with us. And now look what the fuck is happening. Now everybody hates us because we've been in everybody's business, and now we got nothing but a bitch in the office right now in everybody's fucking business, irritating the hell out of everybody. So what do you do? Anyways, so Musk claimed that without his nearly $300 million in campaign donations, Trump would have lost the 2024 election. He stated that his funding helped Republicans retain control of the Senate and enabled Trump to win over Democrats. Muskrat's admissions publicly confirms the long-held Democratic narrative that billionaires heavily influence election outcomes. Why the fuck is this allowed anyways, huh? Did nobody ever figure this one out? Because seriously, we're the ones that have to deal with this shit. Y'all got money. Y'all can actually leave, bastards. Muskrat's admissions publicly confirm. Yeah, we already said that. His comments have prompted calls for investigation into whether his financial support unduly affected the election, especially at the state level. I want y'all to recount the damn elections. That's what I want you to do. Commentators praise Muskrat for openly acknowledging the billionaires by elections. This isn't good. Don't pat him on the head for doing something stupid and telling the truth. He still did it. There is a push among some Democrats to scrutinize and investigate the extent of Musk's and others' wealthy donor influence over the election process. The influence of money in politics is presented as a significant factor determining electoral outcomes and policy directions. Muskrat's support for Trump is depicted as enabling a presidency characterized by egomaniacal conflicts and controversial policies. Former Biden-Harris officials believe Harris would have focused on working families, social justice, healthcare expansion, climate change, and legislation rather than billionaire-led narratives. Egbole, I don't know if I'm saying that, Egbole emphasized Harris's potential to pass meaningful legislation, avoid distractions such as social media disputes, which I really wish this motherfucker would get off the computer. If you're going to be on the computer so much or your phone so much, how about you go read the Constitution, stupid? Let's see here now. Harris is portrayed as a leader committed to empowering communities, investing in economic and social programs, and resisting the influence of concentrated wealth. I don't know what else to tell you, but the ongoing, y'all know what he did with LA. Shit. Trump's policies such as cutting Medicaid, SNAP, and education, they highlight that this administration has shifted the country's priorities and how Harris's leadership could have maintained steady progress on issues like child tax credits, minimum wage, and house affordability. If she had won, I would have probably bought a house or been working on buying a house with my mom. So we're not we're under the same roof, but not completely under the same roof, because that would never work. Anyways, Harris criticized Trump's approach to as narrow and self-serving, contrasting it with visions for inclusion, community-driven America. Could somebody please tell me how the hell this dude is enriching himself, which I'm pretty sure is illegal, and nobody's doing shit? That's what got on my nerves. Anyways, Harris suggests that Trump's government was built on long-term conservative planning exemplified by Project 2025. She advocates for a movement rooted in organizing community engagement and coalition building to reclaim power for elite interests. Harris is considering future political ambitions, including a potential gubernatorial run or presidential bid in 2028, if we make it, emphasizing a focus on collective empowerment over billionaire influence. If we make it, that's all I can say. If we make it. Moving on. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. What's that? Oh, let me go back. All right. The next story, this one right here. You already know the girls are fighting. They're still fighting. I thought they had finished that shit, but yeah, they still fighting. The girls are fighting. Trump versus Muskrat feud may entertain, but Dems say these policies are stake for Black America. Oh, why we got to be in this? The public feud between Felon Muskrat and Donald Trump has garnered significant media attention, but critics warn that their acrimonious relationship distracts from and potentially worsens critical issues facing Black Americans amid legislative efforts to cut essential services like Medicaid, SNAP, and education funding, disproportionately impacting Black communities. But Muskrat and Trump are criticized for prioritizing billionaire interests over the well-being and economic security of Black Americans and the broader population. How many times I gotta say it? If one of us fall, all of us gonna fall. But y'all don't want to hear me. Shit. Let's see here now. The feud between Elon Muskrat and Donald Trump has garnered widespread media coverage, including viral reactions from political figures like AOC. Democratic analysts emphasize that the focus on Muskrat and Trump's personal conflicts distracts from urgent policy issues affecting Black Americans. Critics argue that both are villains and enemies of Black progress and citizenship, undermining efforts for racial equity. Congress is working on the, I'm not saying that shit, BBB, a legislation that aims to cut hundreds of millions of dollars from vital programs such as Medicaid and SNAP. These cuts threaten health care for approximately 16 million and disproportionately harm black Americans who rely heavily on these services. The bill was also proposed reducing over $300 billion in student loan support, including Pell Grants, crucial for black students' higher education. Environmental and diversity initiatives like clean energy funding and DEI programs face significant reduction, undermining efforts to combat environmental racism and promote racial equity. Muskrat strongly opposes the BBB, calling it a debt slavery bill due to its fiscal impact and potential effects on electric vehicle tax credits, which are central to his business interests. I'm not surprised. Let's see here now. Okay, there we are. Critics argue Muskrat's opposition is motivated by a desire for greater tax breaks and benefits for the wealthy rather than concern for public welfare. The bill's provisions favor the top 1% and reduce funding for programs that support marginalized communities. Trump and Republican lawmakers support legislation that favors wealth transfer to the top while dismantling programs essential for black and working class Americans. Trump's appeal to black voters with rhetoric, "What do you have to lose? I had a lot to lose. That's why I didn't vote for you," is viewed as a strategic yet ultimately harmful critique of the status quo. Critics warn that the ongoing political climate, riddled with infighting and policy rollbacks, jeopardizes economic security for black Americans and the wider population. The current political environment includes attacks on cultural and historical symbols associated with black history, exemplified by the proposal to remove figures like Harriet Tubman from Navy ships. Would you say Muskrat don't care about the American people? Exactly. And they think we actually gonna be fooled by this stupid shit. There is a collective call to focus on essential issues such as wages, housing, health care, and education rather than superficial conflicts among billionaires and politicians. Whew, Lord. I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm so glad people finally... No, they're not waking up. This shit is gonna get worse. I just have a feeling it is. Let's move on. So this bitch right here, Florida Karen, all arrested after this alleged atrocious act towards two black kids blowing bubbles. Bubbles? For real? Just bubbles. Motherfucker, really? Bubbles. A Florida woman, Ada Anderson, was arrested after allegedly using her mace and racially slurring against two black children who were playing with bubbles in her neighborhood. The incident involved accusations of racial harassment and assault, with Anderson previously having a history of related charges. It looked like somebody should have punched her in that damn chin of hers. Ugh. Are you sure it's a her? That's a very square chin, I'm just saying. And it follows a pattern of racially motivated confrontations in the area. Ada Anderson, 81 years old, targeted two young black girls ages 3 and 6 as they played with bubbles in their driveway on Pine Court Drive, Ocala, Florida. Anderson approached the children behind the fence separating their homes, allegedly sprayed bear mace at them while shouting racial slurs. If they're on their side, what the fuck is your issue? Anderson claimed she was 40 feet away and that the spray did not touch the children, but the victims reported inhaling pepper spray, leading to lung and nasal issues. Police responded to the disturbance at the scene, recovering the mace splatters on the victim's property. April Morant, mother of the children, described ongoing racial harassment since moving into the neighborhood in November. You should have never moved out there, I'm sorry to say it. Let's see here now. Morant accused Anderson of calling them nigger, calling her and her daughters monkeys, and making frequent racist remarks. They love targeting our children. Yeah, she really does look like a witch. She really does. Look like somebody did get that nose. It's kind of curved. Anyways, the incident has been part of a pattern of racial hostility from Anderson towards the family, aiming to force them to leave. Anderson was arrested on a felony battery charge related to the mace incident, but was released on bond. She has a history of charges including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and stalking. If you fuck around with the wrong person, I say nothing when they actually pew-pew you, okay? Orange lives don't matter. Anyways, she has a, let's see here now. A restraining order has been filed against Anderson by Morant on behalf of herself and her children. I told you Florida needs to go. Nobody wants to listen to me. A previous notable case, such as 2024 Pew Pew by 60-year-old Susan Lorenz, who unalived. Oh yeah, that's very reminiscent, and that was in Florida too. Anderson's actions are part of a series of disturbing altercations involving racially charged violence and harassment. So when we ignore y'all still gotta come for the heat. And then the next thing you know, somebody has to come and save y'all. Now, y'all remember I reported on this bullshit, so, well, she decided she was gonna tell all of it. So, like I said, you fuck around and find out. Carla Hayden, historic former librarian of Congress, breaks silence after White House abruptly fired her. Dr. Carla Hayden, the first woman and black woman to serve as Librarian of Congress, was abruptly fired by the Trump administration without prior notice after nearly a decade in the role. Her dismissal has been widely criticized as a display of disrespect toward a trailblazing black woman leader and raises concerns about broader issues of racism, anti-DEI sentiment, and the treatment of federal workers under the Trump administration. Carla Hayden served as the Librarian of the Congress for nearly 10 years, spanning administrations of Obama, Trump, the first term, and Biden. She received no prior warning or communication before the termination on May 8th, only a brief email from the White House Deputy Director stating her position was terminated effective immediately. Hayden described her experience as being treated as disposable despite her long service and trailblazing role as the first woman and black person in the position. Yemisi Egbewole, a former, I can't keep saying that woman's name, or man, I don't know, a former Biden House official, highlighted the disrespect and lack of communication, emphasizing Hayden's dignity, excellence, and trailblazing roles. Political analyst Reese Colbert framed the firing within the broader context of Trump's anti-DEI agenda, interpreting it as racially motivated. Hayden's firing is viewed as emblematic of wider issues of discrimination and systemic disrespect toward black leaders and federal workers. Let's see here now. The Trump administration has engaged in mass firings of federal workers, including civil servants, often challenging these dismissals in federal courts. Many firings targeted employees in DEI roles or those seen as outside the dominant Anglo-Saxon mold, signaling an effort to undermine diversity initiatives. I told y'all last time about companies with more diversity. Hayden's case exemplifies how those in authority may devalue competence and service when individuals don't fit a homogeneous mold, reflecting broader systemic issues of racism and disrespect in federal employment. Hayden's leadership and service are seen as dignified and without controversy. I believe Trump administration is full of racists. What do you mean you believe? They are. It's full of it. There's proof. And let's see here now. Dignified without controversy, making her abrupt firing a stark example of discrimination and poor treatment of black women in high-profile governments. Whew. All I'm saying is it's fucked up, okay? But that's it for that. We're about to move on into education. So y'all get ready, because as I've said before, it is also, while it is, I'm not going to take from them, while it is Pride Month, it is also Black Music Month as well. So we're going to look at some historical people right now, and I'll be with you in just a moment. So check out my little opener. I'm going to go get me a little sip of something to drink, because my throat's dry.
Yo, it's too many, hey, it's too many, yo, it's too many, yo, it's too many lies, look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth, knocking them down every time I step in the booth, we ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof, it's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof, ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the deuce, yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe, we on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view, yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news, it ain't shit you.
Alright, I'm back. So, here it is. Little known black history fact, Natalie Hinderace. Hindurus. I hope I'm saying it right. Hindurus. So Natalie Hindurus was a pioneering black classical musician known for breaking racial barriers in the classical music world, promoting black musicians and elevating black cultural presence in classical music. She achieved significant milestones, including being the first black woman to perform as a soloist with a major U.S. symphony, and dedicated much of her career to education, advocacy, and musical diplomacy, all while emphasizing the importance of recognizing black contributions across all musical genres. She was born on June 15, 1927 in Oberlin, Ohio. She comes from, her father was a jazz pianist. Her mother was a classical pianist and instructor. Her great-grandfather also was involved in music as a teacher and performer. So she just came from a line of them. She started playing the piano at age 3, gave her first recital at age 8. She was the youngest graduate from Oberlin Conservatory's Special Student School, and she studied at Juilliard Juilliard School of Music in New York City. She completed formal training at the Philadelphia Conservatory of Music in 1953. She aimed to expose audience, especially black audience, to classical music. Sometimes I like me some classical. I ain't even gonna lie. In the 1960s, she served as an instructor at Temple University. She toured historically black colleges and universities, teaching about black classical musicians. She performed works by black composers and centered black musicians in her presentations. She participated in international musical diplomacy tours with the U.S. State Department, promoting black culture globally. In 1971, Natalie Hindurus became the first black woman to perform as an instrumental soloist with a major U.S. symphony when she appeared with the Philadelphia Orchestra. She worked as a lecturer and instructor alongside her performance career, and she continued performing until her death from cancer in 1987 at the age of 60. In 1977, she was interviewed and expressed that black music is often narrowly defined as R&B or blues. She advocated for recognition of black music across all genres if it reflects the black experience. She believed that black identity in music is increasingly indistinguishable from others in classical music. She defined black music as a composition written by black individuals who have experienced black life. Because some people have not experienced black life, but they look like us. Real talk. She was recognized for her role in breaking racial barriers in classical music. She pioneered efforts to elevate black presence in the arts and promote cultural understanding. Her work remains an inspiring example of advocacy and dedication to musical and racial equity. Exactly. She is another one of those trailblazers. Now, we're going to move on. I believe next we have a lot of actual good news. So it's always good to know that we have good news in the news. Check this out, please. 12-year-old boy rescues younger brother and grandmother from house fire. So basically, let me tell you what happened. A 12-year-old boy named Ramir Parker heroically rescued his grandmother and two younger brothers from a house fire in Petersburg, Virginia, acting swiftly upon noticing smoke and fire. Ramir alerted his family and led them to safety before emergency responders arrived. The fire, caused by an electric issue, was controlled within 20 minutes, and Ramir's bravery has been praised and will be formally recognized. Give me just a second here. Let me get rid of that. Okay. The fire occurred in Petersburg, Virginia on Tuesday, June 3rd at approximately 8:51 a.m. when first responders were called to a structure fire with visible flames and heavy smoke. Ooh, I know he had to be scared. That's a brave little boy right there. Let's see here now. Fire was caused by an electrical problem in the basement and was officially ruled an accident. First responders took around 20 minutes to control the fire, which also ignited live power lines. Ramir was upstairs when he heard unusual cracking and rattling noise, which grew louder, prompting him to investigate. He discovered thick black smoke coming from the basement area. Ramir immediately yelled fire to warn his grandmother. Demonstrating quick thinking and courage, he ran into the smoke-filled living room, carried both younger brothers, and safely led the family out of the house despite intense heat and breaking glass. His decisive response and calm composure prevented injury and ensured everyone's safety prior to the fire department's arrival. Oh my God, this little boy right here. He kind of looked like Tupac in my opinion. Petersburg Fire Rescue and Emergency Services commended Ramir for his quick thinking and selfless bravery, comparing his actions to those of a professional firefighter and protector. The department stated, "Ramir, we see you, we salute you," and emphasized that he showed the heart of a fireman and the soul of a warrior. Yeah, he did. Plans are in place to honor Ramir at an upcoming award ceremony for his courageous service. Little man, I hope you have big things coming, but we're not done. This next story might just give us some hope in this world. Black teen accepted to 53 colleges and earns $1.8 million in scholarships. Good on you. So a Georgia teenager, Jada Simone Batachan, graduated with a 4.0 GPA from Wheeler High School, which while actively participating in extracurriculars. She applied to numerous colleges in pursuit of a scholarship, ultimately gaining acceptance to 53 out of 58 college schools. Thank God. And earning $1.8 million in scholarship offers. She chose the University of Alabama. Why? To study business management with plans to complete both undergraduate and master's degrees within 4 years, emphasizing her motivation, I think she can do it, to avoid student debt and her supportive family background. That's what I always was scared of, and now I have student debt. Ugh. Hold on, what's that? Oh, I hit something wrong. Okay, there. Jada Simone Jada Simone is 18 from Georgia and is a high-achieving student with a 4.0 GPA. She graduated from Wheeler High School, actively involved in student government, cheerleading, and the National Honor Society. I got forced into that. Shut up. Maintain academic excellence while participating in multiple extracurricular activities. She applied to a total of 58 colleges with focus on securing financial aid and scholarships. She was accepted into 53, showcasing a high success rate, and she earned approximately $1.8 million in scholarships, ensuring minimal student debt. That's fucked up when they say ensuring minimal. Oh my God. Anyways, her mother, Claudia, is a teacher and head of Think Protege, played a significant mentorship role. Her parents were the first in their families to attend college, inspiring her academic pursuits. She began taking high school courses in middle school, completing a semester and half of high school early. Deliberately, she chose to remain in high school longer to experience a full high school education. This child is mature upon mature. She attended courses at KSU, Chattahoochee Technical College, earned a nursing assistant certification while in high school. She plans on studying business management at the University of Alabama, and she aims to earn both undergraduate and master's degrees within 4 years. Wow. And she expressed enthusiasm for her college journey, exemplified by her cheer Roll Tide. Well, girl, if you think you can do it, I think you can do it too. But that's it for the good news, because now we're going to go into celebrity. So let me go ahead and get this out so y'all, when she graduates, I hope she moves on out this. Yeah, me too. Maybe it won't be horrible, but I'm just trying to hope. I'm trying so hard to hope. These cats are sitting up here circling my bed because they know it's time to eat. They probably ate all the hard food and now they're like, come on. But I got a schedule too, god dang it. And I'm not about to deal with it. So y'all check this out. Give me just a second. Let me go ahead and get this up here so I can... okay, there we go. Check this out, god dang it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So, if you thought you knew everything about Prince, here are some things that will shock you. So, June 7th would have been Prince's 67th birthday, and here are some things few people know about this legendary rocker. So Prince was a highly influential and talented musician known for his innovative work across multiple genres from funk to rock. Despite his global fame, he maintained a private personal life marked by remarkable stories such as his self-taught music talent, struggles with epilepsy, tragic loss of a child, and his religious transformation to Jehovah's Witness. He built iconic landmarks like Paisley Park, changed his name to a symbol, escaped contractual binds, and left a lasting legacy through his hits like Purple Rain. His life was, and his impact on pop culture, including the creation of the Parental Advisory label. His life was also marked by personal relationships, a notable fascination with basketball, didn't know that, and his untimely, welcome back, and his untimely death from fentanyl overdose, which led to legal actions against the doctor. So, Prince was born on June 7th, 1958 in Minneapolis to musical parents, John Nelson, a musician, and Mattie Shaw, a jazz singer. He's a self-taught musician who learned to play the piano, guitar, and drums independently. That's called a savant right there. He dealt with epilepsy as a child, which influenced his flamboyant style and performance persona. He ran away from home at 10 after his parents' divorce, seeking refuge with childhood friend Andre Simone. He's known for producing and performing chart-topping hits like 1999, When Doves Cry, and Purple Rain. He released the album and soundtrack Purple Rain in 1984, won an Academy Award for Best Original Song Score in 1985, and he is responsible for the creation of the Parental Advisory sticker following controversy over his explicit lyrics like Darling Nikki. I thought that was Two Live Crew that caused that. You learn something new every day. He built Paisley Park, a 65,000 square foot estate that served as his home studio and now a museum open to fans. He changed his name in 1993 to an unpronounceable symbol after often called the artist formerly known as Prince. I wasn't saying all that. To break from a record contract. Oh, that's why he did that. He influenced countless artists and had a profound impact on the sound and direction of pop music. He had a notable relationship with singer Vanity, who was part of his girl group Vanity 6 after he renamed her. He had a brief romantic involvement with actress Kim Basinger, who moved to Minneapolis to be closer to him. Good Lord. He married Mayte Garcia, with whom he had a son, Amir Nelson, who tragically died at 6 days old from Pfeiffer syndrome. Poor thing. He maintained a private personal life, often keeping details guarded from the public. He faced teasing as a child due to epilepsy, which contributed to his signature flashy style. He converted to Jehovah's Witness in 2001, which he described as a spiritual realization rather than a strict conversion. He changed his residence from Minneapolis to Los Angeles around 2001 and purchased his childhood home used in Purple Rain in 2016 for $117,000 shortly before his death. That's actually a very good price. It's a shame Prince didn't leave a will causing the yeah, that's true. Let's see here now. He died on April 21st, 2016 at the age of 57. How the heck is he 67 if he died at, and you saying this would have been his, but that's not, whatever. From an accidental fentanyl overdose. His family sued his doctor for failing to treat the opioid addiction properly. The lawsuit was dismissed. One of the last people to speak with him was a journalist, Tamron Hall. Oh yeah, her. Who described their final conversation. He left a lasting legacy through his innovative music, philanthropy, and the preservation of his estate as a cultural landmark. He had a passion for basketball, playing on his high school junior varsity team and famously outplaying Charlie Murphy. Yeah, I'll never forget that. I'm going to go watch that later. I love Charlie Murphy's stories. Charlie Murphy! His influence extended beyond music to a cultural issue like prompting the creation of explicit content labels. His private nature contrasted with his public persona, contributing to his mystique. His death prompted a reassessment of pain management and opioid addiction in entertainment industry. But boy, did he do a lot of good, and he did stand for something. I'll say one thing: he was never against us, and we never really doubted his ass. Even when he dated some napkin women, we still were with him, because we didn't know what the hell he was half the time. Anyways, let's move on. Rest in power, Prince. Even though you're a king. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to get sued by Michael Jackson in this state. Ugh. Moving on. Coco Gauff wins first French Open title, becoming a first American victory in a decade. Shut up. No. I don't care. Shut up. Would you be quiet? So you just gonna talk to me every time now? Shut up. Charlie Murphy was a great comedian. Yeah, he was. Shut up. No. I'll feed you later. Thank you. Coco Gauff claimed her first French Open title by defeating... Yes, would you be quiet? I'm trying to do something here. Thank you. Coco Gauff claimed her first French Open title by defeating Arna Sabalenka, I'm not saying that name again, in a tense final marking her second major victory and the first American to win a Grand Slam since Serena Williams in 2015. Man, that wasn't Hattie, that was Mavis. Marking her second major victory and the first American to win a Grand Slam since Serena Williams in 2015. So you finally made it over here? Okay, you ain't coming in. All right. The match featured significant momentum swings, and Gauff demonstrated resilience to close out the victory after nearly losing the match. I'm a little confused because all I see is white paws. Anyways, so here's the background. Coco Gauff, age 21, won her first French Open title. She defeated the top-ranked, that girl, in the final with scores of 6-7, 6-2, and 6-4, not chronologically. Oh, there goes Hattie right there. She must have just woke up. Gauff's win is notable, and her previous best was reaching the final at Roland Garros 3 years prior, where she lost. This final was the first number 1 versus number 2 matchup at the Roland Garros since 2013. I'm tired of that damn name. It was only the second such final in the last 30 years at the French Open. The final was highly tense with shifts in momentum and intense rally exchanges. The opponent started strong in the final set, maintaining a high-risk, aggressive approach. Gauff responded with elevated play, rallying through impressive shot-making, including a crucial lob and intercepting a between-the-leg shot. Ooh. Gauff secured a crucial break early in the third set after her opponent double faulted. Her opponent, I am not saying that lady's name, briefly regained her composure, breaking back to tie the set at 3-3. Gauff broke her opponent again at love and held her serve to close out the match in 2 hours and 38 minutes. The match featured a dramatic ending with her opponent misfiring on her final match point, after which Gauff celebrated emotionally, including greeting Spike Lee and her entourage. Which y'all say Coco has really great support from her parents. That is good. So basically, Gauff expressed joy and relief after securing her second major trophy. Her victory underscores her rising status in women's tennis and marks a historic win for American players in the sport. The win is seen as a significant milestone in Gauff's career, affirming her resilience and ability to perform under pressure on big stages. All right, so that's it for celebrity news. We're about to get into medical news. I got a lot to tell you, especially if you're a parent with kids that are still in your house. Apparently, I found a great website. It's called Black Health Matters. And this article, couldn't find when it was published, but it had to be recently. It's going to be talking to you about parenting and mental health. So here we go. Where's my doggone thing? I really got to fix my hotkeys. Every time I say that, and I don't do it. That's the mess. Anyways.
We are at war.
Whoops. So, parenting can threaten your mental health. Here's how to protect it according to an expert. So, the U.S. General Advisory emphasizes that parenting can pose significant risk to mental health, affecting not only parents but also their children and society at large. Factors such as economic hardship, social isolation, and technology contribute to increased stress levels among parents, with common warning signs including behavioral changes and feelings of hopelessness. Supporting parents through open conversation, cultural awareness, and accessible mental health resources is crucial for mitigating these challenges and fostering healthier families and communities. The report is titled Parents Under Pressure and highlights the mental risk associated with parenting and underscores the need for immediate awareness and action at a national level. Parenting challenges are linked to potential medical catastrophes for parents, and parental mental health directly impacts children, families, and society. Boy, do I know it. Mental health issues among parents can lead to increased health care costs and decreased economic productivity. Children are at risk of inheriting mental health struggles from parents experiencing high stress or mental health conditions. Maternal distress during pregnancy, including stress, depression, anxiety, correlates with heightened risk of future mental health issues in children. Paternal mental health, though less studied, also significantly influences childhood emotional and behavioral development, with paternal depression linked to symptoms like sadness, anxiety, aggression, and irritability. Would you say family therapy really helped me with my children? Yes, good. That's a good example too. Let's see here now. Economic issues such as financial strain, poverty, and economic instability are factors that exacerbate parenting stress. Also, are social factors, including parental isolation and loneliness. I've been hearing that from a few people that I tend to associate with. The influence of technology and social media that contributes to mental health challenges. Over the past decade, parents report consistently higher stress levels, with nearly half feeling overwhelmed daily. Elevated behavioral changes in parents, especially following stressful life events, may signal mental health struggles. Warning signs include increased substance use, social withdrawal, sleep disturbances, feelings of hopelessness, irritability, and loss of interest. Cultural influences shape mental health perceptions. For instance, some communities discourage open discussion, favoring prayer or perseverance over seeking help. If you need help, go to help. Like Terry said, she went to therapy and helped. Increasing dialogue and community engagement are essential for promoting mental health awareness among parents. Some recommendations and strategies for support are creating a safe space and asking permission before discussing mental health issues, starting conversations with care, expressing concern, and normalizing struggles to reduce stigma. You can also offer to connect with parents with neutral mental health professionals if they are hesitant to open up. Following up regularly to show ongoing support and reinforce the willingness to help is another support system. Utilizing campaigns like Talk Away the Dark to encourage direct conversations about mental health and suicide, self-deletion prevention. Roles individuals and communities can be. Everyone can play a role in protecting parental mental health by reaching out, staying connected, and promoting self-care. Recognize behavioral changes in parents can aid early intervention. Tailoring support efforts to regional and cultural contexts enhances effectiveness, and addressing social determinants such as community violence, racism, and discrimination is vital for mental health improvement. Understanding the urgent public health issue of parental mental health challenges and actively engaging in supportive practices are essential for healthier families and communities. Efforts include raising awareness, fostering open dialogue, and providing accessible mental health resources to ensure parents that they receive the support they need. So if you're a parent and you feel overwhelmed, reach out. Like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. That's what that means, literally. And the problem is we're no longer a village, and right now we're definitely like Hunger Games, if you ask me. But anyways, we're moving on into another health story. This one I find ridiculous, but I don't know. I don't really know. I've been flabbergasted so many times.
We are at war.
Women who miscarry could face criminal charges, prosecutors warn. This is some bullshit here. So, Riley County prosecuting attorney Tom Truman indicated that prosecutors are contemplating criminal charges against women who miscarry and improperly dispose of fetal remains, such as flushing or burying them. The charge, if pursued, would be based on West Virginia. I hate West Virginia, I promise you. It's like one of the dumbest states I've met a lot of dumb people from there. I haven't met everybody, but so far, all the people I've met from there in Arkansas have left me gobsmacked. Anyways, the West Virginia law concerning the disposal of human remains. Despite strict abortion restrictions in the state currently, women cannot be criminally charged for their own abortions. Truman emphasized that the decision to pursue charges depends on factors like intent, action, pregnancy stage, and the woman's emotional state. Truman warned women to be cautious about what they communicate before miscarrying, as statements could influence legal investigation. So you're gonna be in all our business now, huh? They talked about it a long time ago, and these people still voted for this mess. Yep. I don't know how the hell this is gonna work. This is retarded. Sorry, this is ridiculous. That's insane. What if a woman miscarries at home? It don't matter. You better keep your mouth shut. Let's see. Here we go. He suggested women notify authorities directly by calling healthcare providers or law enforcement to report a miscarriage. Why do I have to call law enforcement for a miscarriage? I'm calling the hospital. Fuck y'all. Which might protect them legally. This is ridiculous. In 2023, Brittany Watts of Ohio was charged with abuse of a corpse after flushing fetal remains from a 21-week miscarriage, but the charges were ultimately dropped by a grand jury. A woman in Georgia was criminally arrested for disposing of fetal remains, raising concerns about the criminalization of miscarriage management. Advocacy groups and state legislators have expressed fears that such legal actions could intimidate women and hinder access to necessary reproductive health care. Truman clarified that he would not personally pursue charges against women in West Virginia, but acknowledged discussion with other prosecutors who might. The case highlights how legal uncertainties and fears among women of reproductive age about how fetal remains are handled post-miscarriage. Reproductive rights advocates warn that criminalizing miscarriage-related actions could have a chilling effect on women's health and rights. That is sick. I don't understand these people. They have issues. I swear to God. Orange lives don't matter. Again, I say that. Now, before I move any further, I'm going to go ahead and shout out this company. Check them out if you're interested in some healthcare on your lips. Go to CBD Honey Lips. They are black owned, located in the New York area. I don't know where, so don't ask me. And check this out real quick.
I'm trying to get too ahead of myself, yeah. But I'm feeling you more than anyone else, yeah. I'm trying to get you up out of your shell, yeah.
Now, like I said before, That's CBD Honey Lips. Check them out on Threads, or you can also find them on Instagram. Just do a website search, CBD Honey Lips. It's spelled how I just said it. But before we move on, as always, I'm going to do my little commercial one more time. If you have any suggestions, just come at me right, and I actually might consider them. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, share on your social medias. Help me get my numbers up, please. I'm such a tiny channel. Check this out.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Okay, and we're back. So you know how I do. This is our palate cleanser, some stuff that you really want to know what happened. So escape bull causes chaos on city streets. What state y'all think this is? Because I don't know. I didn't read it yet. All right. So an escape bull caused chaos on the streets of Birmingham, England. Oh Lord, it ain't even in the States, it's out there. Why y'all got bulls running around in y'all streets? I didn't know y'all had cowboys over there. Anyways, frightening drivers and pedestrians. Witnesses and police responded to the situation, and the animal was eventually captured and removed from the loose. An escape bull was seen roaming the streets of Birmingham, England, on the morning of June 6th. Even he heard about Lil Wayne's album being boot. Damn. The event caused immediate disruption, with traffic stopped and people startled. Witness John Cooper noticed that the bull passed by him near Small Heath railway station and captured video footage. That's what you see right there, and then they put it on YouTube. Cooper described the bull as appearing lost and not dangerous. You see them big ass horns? What the hell you mean not dangerous? I'm not gonna go talk to him and try and figure out where he's going. That dude has skewers. I was going to say Wyoming. And that was a good guess. I would have thought Florida personally, because Florida be going through all the weird animal stuff and everything. I'm telling you, it's a cancerous pain. We need to destroy it. We need to chop that bitch off. Get all the good people off and keep the bad people on. One of my cousins, and push that, my aunt, push that bitch into the ocean. Let it, and then they'll just eat each other maybe. Mar-a-Lago, Hunger Games, whatever. Anyways, let me see here now. So the incident took place in the eastern part of Birmingham, specifically near New Bond Street. The chaos occurred just before 9:30 a.m. He's an early riser. God dang, where's he coming from? Leading to police intervention shortly afterward. West Midlands Police dispatched officers to the scene to address the situation. Authorities coordinated with Birmingham City Council and other agencies to safely capture the animal. The police confirmed the bull was no longer on the loose afterward, although no details of the capture were disclosed. Drivers and pedestrians were visibly stunned and confused by the unexpected sighting. I bet you were. He probably was shitting all over the place. The police's quick response helped mitigate potential dangers posed by loose animals. The incident highlights the unpredictability of urban wildlife escapes and the importance of coordinating emergency response. And that is the strange news to palate cleanse after all the fuckery and dumbassness. I'm just glad there were so many good news stories, because it was ridiculous. It really was getting to a point where I was getting really, it's not good for your mental health. But if you want to stick with me a little longer, we're going to look at some clothing choices people had at, what is this? What award show is this? This was, I think, last week, the American Music Awards. We're going to see what they wore and why the hell people don't seem to care about fashion any damn more. I don't know what to tell you. If you're willing to stay with me, we'll check this out. You ready? Or are you about to go? Let me know, y'all. If y'all want to see these clothes, we might have seen these before, but if you do want to see them again, you put a 1. If you don't and you're good and you're ready to go, put a 2. Because either way is fine with me. Oh, Lord. I might have seen some of this, but some of this is just no. So, okay, I will see you all later. I have to get some rest. Okay, girl. All right, then we just gonna go ahead and count it down for the day. We'll save this for next time. I just want to tell y'all thank you very much for coming. Without y'all, I would be nothing. And honestly, I really appreciate y'all. So, with that in mind, I'll see y'all later. Thank you and good night.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road.